In this Flutter tutorial I will show you how to build an animated clock in this Neumorphism design. Let's start with a stateful widget. First of all, we define the current time and a timer. In the init state we create a timer and let it update every second. The timer is used to animate the new position of the clock handles. In the update timer method we just update the current time to the current date time and never forget to dispose the timer. So, how to build it? First of all, we set a background color. Then we create a stack because we stacked all of these widgets inside above each other, starting with the clock background. The clock background is everything without the clock handles and without the clock dial. Let's get to the trick with the Neumorphism design, because it's all about shadows. We create one white shadow at the top left and one black shadow at the bottom right. This gives it this 3D effect. As we have a dark theme here, we have to reduce the opacity of the white shadow a bit more, because this one looks stronger than the black shadow above a dark background. Let's get to the clock center. The clock center is different here because we only have inside shadows. As you can see, we have a black shadow at the top left and a white at the bottom right, which are only inside this container, which is a circle. Therefore we need this inset parameter. Depending on which Flutter version you use, you won't find this inset parameter. In my case, I had to import this Flutter inset box shadow package and make sure when you import it to hide the box decoration and box shadow from the standard Flutter package. Now with that plugin we can build inside shadows that look like this. Now let's get to the clock dial. The clock dial contains of 60 lines, one for every minute, and every hour we make the line a little bit thicker and add a number to it. Therefore we put everything in a stack, generating a list with 60 items. For each item we calculate if we have an hour line here, and we also calculate the angle we have to tilt it. The tilt is implemented in this transform rotate widget. Then we add a padding as border to the edge of the clock. Now everything is straightforward. If we have an hour, we have a column with a container as the line and text, and if it's just a minute, then we only have a container. After the clock dial we have 3 clock handles for the second, the minute, the hour. For the handle we build our own widget. We just need to calculate the angle of the clock handle and give it a width, height and a color. The clock handle is straightforward. We have a container, a border radius and a box shadow. Here we only use the box shadow to give the clock handles this nice glow effect. Then it's important to first translate this widget so we don't see the containers in the middle of the clock, but give it an offset to rotate around the center. And we transform it, of course, to put it in the right angle depending on the time. That's how you animate a clock using the Neumorphism design. If you want to know more about this design or see more examples, let me know. You will find the code in Github, which I linked in the video description. If you have any questions about Flutter or want to discuss something, let me know, and see you next time.